we are going to be your hosts for as long as you want us, okay? Right, so we are here for fun, for laughter, for your problem solving, and everything else in between, okay? So we are like your one shop.
Kaz's daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting to know each other quite well.
A little bit, yeah.
And I think it's something that I've always really wanted to do.
Give it a go. So, like I said, I've been podcasting now for a couple of years with my mate, Mr. Wheeler. Love you, mate. And I've decided to come back to Wales because the travelling was just messing with my family and my social life. So I'm back in Wales, loving life, okay? So we decided, I can't not do this. I love it too much. So we've decided to come up with bubs and bants, okay? Now, this is going to be just the funniest and the best. I'm loving it already. We've only just started and I'm loving it. I'm also a Nestle impersonator. So I didn't do that in a very nice voice, did I? Oh.
Give us your goodness.
What's occurring? You all right, babes? I'm not going to lie to you. It's a good day. We got our little show going on. And I'll catch you in a bit. And you can check out all my socials. They're all there. Knock off Ness, okay? So, without any further ado, Nick, are you ready?
I think so.
Are you
as
ready?
As I can be.
Are you ready? Is there anything else you want to tell them about yourself before we get going?
I'm nervous, so give me a chance.
Oh, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. I'm absolutely bricking it, but I'm sure you'll all show us some love and support. Yeah. We need you guys to have a little nickname, okay? So we decided we're going to call you the Bubblers.
The Bubblers.
The Bubblers. You are our Bubblers, okay? So that is your nickname. If you don't like it and you think you can do anything better in the comments, please let us know. Okay, so we have our first problem that we've gone. We've gone to Reddit for this one, guys, okay? So here we go. This is, am I the arsehole for calling my stepsister the ugly stepsister because she's freaked out over her nickname? Oh, okay. Now that would be something I would do. You know, if someone was really tall, I'd just call them Shorty. Do you know what I mean? And if they were beautiful, I'd just go, no, not really. Cinderella. Do you know what I mean? That's the type of thing I would do.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, banter, innit?
It's just fun. Off it. But banter's only banter when it's received.
Absolutely.
If it's hurtful, fuck off. So let's dive in. My female 29 family joking referred to me as princess / the princess. I get that. Okay. Because I have a reputation for being opinionated and sensitive. You sure this is not about me, but I'm not 29. This is mostly because of my sensory issues. So, certain noises or textures grate on me to an extent that I will leave the room to avoid touching things. That's a lot, isn't it? That's intense. That is intense. I'm also just a picky person and I like things how I like them. So my stepdad started referring to me as the princess.
Okay.
Oh, so he hasn't done it in a nice way then. Oh, okay. Okay, take that back. Take back my original thought. Ooh, this could be a little bit toxic, but we'll get there. Like, I don't open the car window, the princess will get upset type of thing. My stepbrother and mum use it as well. It's been a running family joke, well meant, but never been offended by it in the 15 years it's been a thing. My stepsister, oh, here we go. This is where it's coming in now. My stepsister, oh, she even named her Georgia.
Name drop,
Georgia. Female 30, hates it. She used to snap whenever anyone said it because over the years she started making the odd passive-aggressive comment about it. Everyone ignored it because Georgia had a habit of thinking everything is about her. Okay. Georgia sounds like a piece of work, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She really does too, has a habit of making things about her. And if it's not about her, the reason it's not about her is because we all hate her. That's what she thinks.
Okay.
when it's about her. So the whole family is invited to my parents in the countryside for a couple of weeks. Why are you spending a couple of weeks with your family? That's an odd one. I couldn't spend 5 minutes with mine. Jesus Christ. Georgia has brought her boyfriend, Jason. Oh, she's proper out in the Pyrenees, okay? Along. I've met Jason a couple of times before at dinner, and he's a nice guy and fits in well. Oh, she likes a bit of Jace. Oh, this could end badly. This morning, me, my mum were making breakfast, and Jason came down to help out. We normally have breakfast in the kitchen/diner, so eventually everyone started gathering at the table. We always make tea and coffee, so it's hot when we eat, and we had all the mugs out, and Jason offered to make the drinks. Nice guy, what a gent. Anyone who can make a tidy cup of tea is tidy in my book, okay? I told him not to do mine because I like it very particular way, okay? He said, okay, princess, I will just watch how you do it so I know for next time. And we laughed. It was a joke. So she's taking it from Jason
As a joke. Yeah.
But from nobody else by the looks of it. Okay. The next thing we know is Georgia shouts, she's sick of everyone calling me. Then she swore at Jason for being just like them/us. She said, since everyone thinks I'm so special, what does that make her? I replied, the ugly stepsister, obviously. I don't think that was the response she was looking for.
Oh, God.
The ugly stepsister. Oh, friggin' hell, mate. No one said anything. Well, do you know, if I was there, I probably would have laughed in your face.
Yeah.
But Georgia burst into tears, pushing her plate onto the floor and broke it. She sounds like a piece of work.
Yes.
And went upstairs, and Jason ran after her. That was his first mistake. She's going to be a child. Leave her have a tantrum. Don't fucking chase her. Okay? He since came down to apologise for her, and she hasn't come out of her room. My stepbrothers are on my side. The parents say I should have just not said anything and she would have calmed down. I think that's the parents' problem. They've said nothing for far too long.
No.
And they need to...
They've named her the princess and they've put that on the family name for however long, but they don't like it then when it's someone else.
But no, this is the sister.
Who's... reacting.
Yeah, because she's not the princess. She's the ugly sister. Oh my God. And that she went too far and she's picking at her insecurities. That might be true. In other words, she's ugly. Oh no. She's face shaming the girl. Oh, God. That's bad. But I'm sick of her making everything about her. The joke doesn't have anything to do with her. And I am, in brackets, as are my stepbrothers, sick of her acting out to force everyone to behave how she wants them to. Am I the arsehole for taking the argument here?
I think everybody has their reaching point, and I think
the ugly sister was a reaching point. Oh my God.
That was it.
But, I mean... It's a difficult one because we don't know the whole, like, guys, please, in the comments, type whether you think she's an arsehole or not, okay? Now, for me, who's that, babe?
That's your hubby.
Hi, Mike. For me, it almost feels like, okay, sometimes you can be having banter with someone and someone else walks in the room and they're generally uncomfortable because the banter's not about them.
Yeah.
Or they may think it's about them.
Yeah.
Yeah? Which makes people uncomfortable. But if you're joking and laughing and you're still on that buzz and then she has a strop and you go, oh, yeah, you're the ugly sister, does that mean that you were being a twat or does it mean that you were still bantering?
I think with banter, it's hard to get it right.
Yes.
Because you could be 100% banter, you don't take anything serious, and you just find everything funny and you're laid back, fine. But then there's other people that aren't quite on that level.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she seems to be quite paranoid in my
Insecurity.
Insecure and
100%.
paranoia seems to be quite a big one for the we'll call her the sister, not the ugly sister, because that's very cruel. We'll call her the sister for the sister. So I think that it was mean, because it could have been meant in a mean way, because she's had enough. She's at her limits of her tantruming, yeah?
Yeah.
So there's a bit of
I
both
think it's a bit
going
on both on each side, yeah, 100%.
But I think that the boyfriend getting involved, I think maybe she's a bit jealous that the boyfriend's bantering with her.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
She sat there watching her boyfriend banter with
someone else.
her
She
sister,
didn't like
her stepsister. So yeah, that could have been a lot to it as well. That
if she's insecure, paranoid, jealous by the sounds of it,
yeah,
quite sort of self-centered because she's making everything about her.
Maybe, yeah.
Wow. I'm glad she's not my stepsister.
I don't think I could put up with that. I'd be the one calling her the ugly stepsister.
Exactly. I'm grading her as. I don't think she's an asshole.
No.
I think the sister's an asshole because she's making everything about herself.
Yeah. But that's based on what we've read.
But that's based on a one-sided story. Now, I'm sure the stepsister has probably been living in the shadow of the sister for such a long time that she's like, everything's beautiful for you. You're called the princess and I'm just left you.
But then even then, she's not called the princess for good reasons.
Oh, I know that, but I think she's taken it as, I don't care why I'm being called a princess.
Yeah.
It's just better than not being called a princess. Do you get what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think I'm definitely calling. They're probably both arseholes, if I'm for real. It's just sibling rivalry at its best.
Yeah, absolutely. Which happens.
Sisters being sisters. I mean, I was lucky enough to not grow up with a sister. You could probably tell. I had boys in my life, okay? Right. I'm going to have a little look as well, because this has been upvoted, what we were talking about with the sisters. We've totally gone off script, haven't we? Apologies, gang, apologies. And it says, you're the arsehole. You called her ugly. But your story really painted you as the ugly stepsister, opinionated, sensitive and calling people names. Oh, she's triggered people with this one.
Wow.
I think if you're going to give it, you're going to give it back, aren't you? If they're giving it to you, you're going to have a go.
I think you've got to. I think you've got to try and stick up for yourself. And even if you do go below the belt, it's sort of, well...
Yeah, sometimes
they went there first.
Sometimes you say things you don't mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Witchy Native says, I literally had to go back because I thought it was a 10-year-old age gap, not a year. Grow up, people acting like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I agree. Monster Dick 69.
Hello there, Monster Dick 69.
Monster Dick 69. Says the irony that her stepsister tries to make everything about herself when the option really does it, and anyone else just agree and treats her like a princess at 29. I don't understand what you're saying there, mate. All the words in the right order with the right punctuation, please. Okay. I've just found, while we were chatting, the other side of the story.
No.
Yes!
Oh, bro. Right, okay.
Oh my God, that was so fun.
That was unbelievable.
Really enjoyed that, Nick. Thanks for being, there and doing your thing.
Don't worry about it. I'm happy to sit here.
And if you love that, come over to our socials. Where can they find us?
Well, what can I say? We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Rumble, we're on YouTube. Basically, if you want to find us, you'll find us.
Listen, you ain't getting away. Once we got your clothes in, we're in. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.